The biggest picture is Australian mammals are very threatened by feral cats and foxes. We've lost 30 species altogether, completely extinct. There's another 60 species that are endangered or threatened, and the majority of those are threatened by feral cats. There's about 10 to 20 species that will only survive in areas like we're establishing here at New Haven, but completely free of feral cats and foxes. But you know, the figures are several hundred million birds, several hundred million reptiles and several hundred million mammals being eaten by feral cats in Australia every year. Foxes are the same again, basically. So we're talking about 1 billion, 2 billion animals eaten by those two species every year across Australia.
Part of AWC's strategy is to acknowledge that it's very difficult, it's almost impossible to manage cats and foxes in the Australian landscape. Fenced areas, the creation of large-scale fenced areas, is the only effective way to mitigate the impact of cats and foxes. And AWC has developed a network of these fenced areas, reintroducing species in Western Australia, the Northern Territory, New South Wales, South Australia. These are significant programs that are securing the future for Australian species.
In the long term, we do want these animals across the landscape, but we can't get there now. There is no technology that allows us to put these animals safely out into the landscape. So the fences are an interim step. They might be an interim step for 10 years or 20 years, but they're critical for saving these species, securing them in different parts of their range where they're exposed to different environments. And then when there is a solution, maybe it's a better bait, maybe it's a genetic solution like gene drives, then we will have populations of these species sufficiently abundant, sufficiently adapted to the local environment to be able to release them.